Welcome to Gardening with Leslie and Al. I'm Alan, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a spring maintenance tune-up on a gasoline-powered lawnmower. We have a generic 4-cycle walk-behind self-propelled lawnmower, and today we are going to be doing a tune-up and an oil change, and I will show you. These are the parts I've previously already pulled out: the new blade, air filter, spark plug, and oil, and the tools required to do this job. Okay, so the first thing I want to do before I do any maintenance for safety is unplug the spark plug. It will not run now. So, first thing I'm going to do on this particular demonstration, I'm going to pull the spark plug out. I've already previously looked at it, so I know it needs replaced. I will show it to you, as well as the air filter. There's the spark plug. Air filter on this one has a single 8mm head bolt to take off. And the air filter is here. As you can see, it needs replaced as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put the air filter in it now. I'm going to hold off on the spark plug until I'm the last thing I do. So it goes in just like this. You see that? You can take this all the way off. Put it on like that. And it has 3 little slots that these line up on the bottom, tilt it up, and then the bolt that retains the cover. Like so. You don't need to go crazy on it, just snug. Okay? Next thing I'm going to do is to prevent any fuel coming out, because I will be tipping it over to put the blade on it and to scrape the grass out from underneath the deck. Take a plastic bag and put the cap back on like this. This is a vented cap. It may leak if you don't. Like that. Okay? Now on this one, it's going to get an oil change too. Here's the oil dipstick. I'll show you. Wipe it off and stick it in there again. It is discolored, worn, and low, so it definitely needs an oil change. So this is the oil fill cap. On this one, this is also where you drain it out. So we'll set this aside. This has been capped off. Now bear in mind, as soon as I tilt this, I'm always going to tilt it with the carburetor up. This is the carburetor. You don't want to have any leakage, because if I tilt it up like this, gas is going to leak out of the carburetor. So I will tilt it up to drain the oil and to access underneath so I can clean the deck and replace the blade. Do the dance. Come over here. Like so. Oil is draining. Now, this one here, like I said, I've already previously looked at it. I'll show it to you. The spark plug's out, so it won't run, but look at the side of the deck and the clearance of the blade on that side right there, pardon me. I'll spin it around 180. You can see the blade is visibly bent. Now I've checked this previously. The crankshaft is not bent, so this mower is lucky, because a lot of times if you hit something and do damage to the blade like that, it will bend the crankshaft, which is not good. Now, when I got it up there, I'm going to take the blade off, and I'm going to take a scraper. See all this buildup of grass? I'm going to scrape this underneath of the deck to get rid of that as much as I possibly can. So, I will take my ratchet, and remove the blade and get it out of the way. You can get a rag to hold it if you want. This one's a little loose because I checked it. For comparison, the new blade and the old blade, you can see the old blade is bent. That's why it's getting replaced. If it was not, this is pretty salvageable. I could probably sharpen it with a file. If you do sharpen with a file, bring it to an edge. It's not, I can see I'm running my thumb on the, it's not sharp like a knife, and that's all the sharper it needs to be. If you make it too sharp, it doesn't have a very long life as far as the mowing does. It does not require a sharp blade. So there's the new blade. We'll set it aside. And then we'll just take a scraper to knock this debris off there. Okay, now this is after I've scraped it off. This is the pile of debris that was attached to the bottom side of the deck from mowing. And got that out of the way. Also, while I wanted to show you one more thing, you can see the belt. I've rotated it around. It's in good shape and has service life left, so I'm not going to do anything with the belt today. I'm going to, at this point, put the blade back on, torque it to specs, which on this one's about 40 foot-pounds, and tilt the mower back over. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so here is the blade installed. One important thing I wanted to tell you is when replacing a blade or taking the old one off, you can see, if I can focus on that, it says grass side. So this would be down towards the grass. Another way to think of it is there's the sharp edge and it's towards the bottom as well. So that would be the correct installation for that. Okay, so now that we've got the deck clean, the blade replaced, the oil is done draining, I'm going to tilt the mower back over. Nasty old oil. I'll dispose of that in a little bit. Make sure you properly dispose of any waste like that. Remove the plastic bag. No longer need that. So we've got the mower back down. I'm going to fill it with the appropriate amount of oil. I got an 18-ounce bottle here, so I'm going to put about 15 ounces or so in it and check it to make sure it's not overfilled. It'll probably take all 18, but better be safe. Wipe the stick off. Make sure it goes all the way down. On this one. Yeah, it's still a little low. Okay. Full and clean. And go ahead and put the spark plug in. Okay, so I have the spark plug here, and out of the package it's pre-grabbed from the factory. This little air gap here This one's 30 thousandths. I checked it and it's okay. You take a feeler gauge and stick between there. But you shouldn't have to mess with it out of the package. You're going to take it, hand tighten it to start it. A few turns. And snug it down. To seat the gasket. That's it. You don't need to go crazy on it. And that's it. At this point, I'm going to take it down, run it outside, and do a test run on it. And there shouldn't be any problems with it. It ran prior to my servicing it, so it should be just fine. Okay, that does it for today's maintenance. And I thank you. And don't forget to go to the bottom and hit that subscribe button and leave any comments you'd like on future videos, and we'd appreciate it. And have a nice day.